Welcome in, Aquarius. Today I'll be doing a reading for you for the second half of July. We have a lot of things going on. There's some big events happening on July 17th. We're going to have North Node moving from Taurus into Aries. And it's been in Taurus for the last 18 months. It's going to be in Aries now until January of 2025. And as a reminder, your North Node, that is like your path, your destiny. What is it that you're supposed to learn in this lifetime? What are you supposed to accomplish and aspire to? And with it moving into Aries, Aries is really that fiery energy. Your push here is going to be to balance out taking care of other people and kind of prioritizing other people in your life with prioritizing yourself, that healthy level of selfishness to say, wait a second, I shouldn't have to pour out my bucket for everybody else and then be left with nothing. I need to fill my bucket so that way I can help others around me. Just like in the airline videos when they say, put your own mask on first before helping those around you. So this energy, this Aries and North Node is really pushing you to be bold and assertive and standing in your authenticity and be unapologetically you. And this is going to be a good shift. It's going to hopefully help people find a little bit more their path and their direction. So we'll take a look at what's in store for you. We're going to look at career, love, and kind of your life path or your mission. So we'll start out here on the career side. King of Cups in reverse, 10 of Cups, and 2 of Swords. One of the other things that's also happening in July at the same time on the 17th when North Node moves into Aries, South Node is moving into Libra. And your South Node, that is kind of your past. So either baggage that you're carrying forward or lessons you're carrying forward from past lives or earlier in this life. And it's, what are those obstacles that are hindering your personal growth? So let's take a look. From a career standpoint, you have the King of Cups in reverse in your recent past. So that's kind of that manipulation and stress and worry. So maybe you've been looking at your career, trying to decide what you want to do. There's things that aren't sitting right, and you've been stewing over that a little bit. But in the present, your 10 of Cups, that's harmony and happiness and abundance. A lot of times it has to do with things being in balance. So you see the couple there with their kids and everything's happy. So you may have been worrying about it in the past, but now you seem to have hit kind of a stable place. And in the future, or kind of what's coming next, would be your 2 of Swords. And that's really that split loyalties or difficult choices. Maybe you've been in denial. If you were worried about the career in the past and stressed out about it, but now you've kind of hit that happy stage, it could be that you actually didn't really resolve what was causing you the stress and the worry. Maybe you were just looking past it and choosing to focus on something else, since the 10 of Cups is usually related more maybe to domestic things and emotions. Maybe you were shifting your focus because work was stressing you out and shifting onto happier things, but then coming up, you're going to be needing to revisit that. You're going to have some choices to make from a work perspective. Or perhaps you found maybe a different job or a different role or a different aspect within your job, and you're choosing between the part that was stressing you out and the new part that was coming in. Let's also take a look at what's going on relationship-wise, love-wise for you, Aquarius. All right. The Devil in reverse, Judgment in reverse, and Ace of Wands. One of the other shifts that we have coming up as well is on the 22nd. We have Venus going retrograde in Leo. And when the planets are in retrograde, that's really that time where you're being called to look inward and see what it is that still needs to be healed, so that way you can be on your path of abundance. and kind of on that life journey. So that's coming up, and that Leo energy, that's that creativity, the self-expression, and during this transition period, you could be, or during the retrograde period, you could be looking at what is it that really lights you up? How can you stand in your own truth to be able to find the best path for you? So in your relationship perspective, the devil coming up in reverse, that's in the recent past, it's been kind of that freedom, release, independence, self-control. So you've overcome that temptation energy, and you've been very, very controlled, autonomous. And where you're sitting right now, though, in the Judgment card in reverse, that's kind of a position of doubt or failure to learn from the past. That could be something that maybe you felt like you were in that good position where you were resisting temptation, you were overcoming obstacles, hurdles, whatnot. But now you're kind of second guessing whether that was the right move. But on the horizons for you, you have the Ace of Wands. So that's kind of that breakthrough clarity energy, new things coming in. So the Judgment energy here, where you've kind of, or Judgment in reverse energy, where you've kind of been doubting, wondering what's going on. Something new is going to be coming in, and that should give you kind of a fresh sort of a feeling. That's in the love perspective. So let's take a look at your life path mission. So you've got the Emperor in reverse, you've got the Three of Wands in reverse, and then you have the Eight of Cups. Your Emperor in reverse, that Emperor energy is usually that very, I'll call it dominant, authoritative type of energy. Coming in the reverse, though, it's actually more of a sense of being too rigid. So there's something to be said for being kind of assertive and authoritative, but in reverse, it's gone a little bit too far. Like you're rigid, but maybe you don't have maybe you kind of have a lack of control issue. But don't be afraid, like, to break free of whatever that situation is. So maybe you've been thinking about your life path, and something wasn't quite lining up, and it might be time to take a different look at it, break free from what that thinking was in terms of what your mission in this life would be. In your present energy, you're sitting in the Three of Wands in reverse, and that's kind of a matter of clinging to the past and having some of those frustrations and obstacles. And in the past, if you had been having that rigidity, you're still kind of clinging to it a little bit. And that's something that will hinder your path forward. But with your path forward, your Eight of Cups, that's a card about letting go and going and searching for something else. So all of these cups here are left behind, and the figure here, he's moving off, he's searching for something else. In some sense, it could be a abandonment. Maybe you had this idea of, this is what my path looks like, but it was kind of too rigid, and then it left you feeling like you were just frustrated and stagnant and didn't have any energy for it. And now it's time to go and search for something else. So that's kind of optimistic there, that you'll be hopefully being able to find what it is that your path is, what it is that your mission is. And with all these big changes and this big energy coming in, like with that creativity and self-expression coming in with that Leo energy, that's a great time to be able to reflect on your path and what is it that you're wanting to achieve in this lifetime. And that Aries and North Node will hopefully give you that boost of confidence to stand in your stand in your truth, be unapologetically you, and say, this is what I feel my path is, and this is the direction that I'm going to be going. So let's take a look at a soul journey affirmation. You have the Death card. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. Also with these cards, it has the main theme of it, and then it has the affirmation to help you through that. And this kind of fits in with a lot of the themes here, that, you have this new, fresh start coming in on a relationship side, that maybe you're going a little bit of a different direction with your life path. And even though there's a lot of times there's sadness when something ends, it's just a chance for a new beginning. And I remember this was a quote from that movie Hope Floats with Sandra Bullock and Harry Connick Jr. There was something she said at the end about, endings are usually sad, beginnings are usually scary, but it's the middle part that counts. So look boldly into your new beginnings. Your moon card is you're very close to achieving your goal. And sometimes with these, even though there's an element of letting go and releasing, that can sometimes be the final step that's needed in order to get to where it is that you want to go. If you've been working hard and going in one direction, sometimes what kind of needs to push it over the edge just a little bit is letting go of that control, and you'll see it go ahead and take root from there. All right, let's take a look at your spirit animal for Aquarius. Penguin, authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. And that card is a wonderful card to go along with this Aries and North Node energy here, and just being your authentic self, stepping into your own truth to be able to share that light with others around you and with the world. So I hope this has been helpful. As always, take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. I'll be doing another one of these readings at the end of July for the first half of August. But in the meantime, I'll continue to do the daily card pulls. So check back in the mornings to be able to see those. And until then, I wish you blessings and peace along your journey, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.